Good morning mga kasamahang tangkero at mga suki ni Catering at ng Bigas LPG Store. Sama na rin natin ang Bacnat LPG Trading. Magandang umaga po. Si Catering po ay kasamang kanyang asawa. Pupunta po kami ng Marriott Hotel para dumalo po ng LPG Expo, no? Para kung ano man po ang ating makikita ron, ang ating mamimit doon, ano po ang magagandang bagay na pwede nating i-share ay ikukwento po natin sa inyo habang tayo po ay nandoon. So ano po ang dahilan? Tayo naman po ay sabi nga natin curious lang. At the same time nandito na po tayo sa industriyang ito. Gusto lang naman nating i-expound pa o palawakin palalo yung ating karanasan na pwede nating ibahagi at mas lalo tayong maging kapakipakinabang at sa atin pong mga mahal na suki. So magandang umaga po at muli ay sundan nyo na lamang po, panood na lang po ng aking video mamaya kung ano po yung mga pwede nating ibahagi sa inyo. So nandito tayo ngayon, no, sa LPG Expo. Tayo mamamasyal ulit sa mga produkto na kanilang i-introduce. So ayan, first thing to do is pupunta ka dito sa registration area para i-confirm mo yung registration through online na pinakita sa iyo.
Longer we can have a drink tonight. Around here.
What about this? Arturo. Yeah. This looks good. Alright.
Okay, we already done.
See?
Beautiful
reception.
Petrol jet.
Ayan, ano po mga katangke, ito po si Catering at saka si Aling Virgie, no? At kami po ay umattend ng not necessarily umattend, kami po ay pumunta sa LPG Expo sa may 4th Asia Pacific LPG Expo. Ayan, so bibigyan ka ng visitors pass, okay? Tayo po ay nag-register through online ng LPGIA. Ayan. So shout out po sa ating mga kasamang tangkero, no? Na hindi po nakagano ng LPG Expo dahil busy po sa kakadeliver. Tayo po ay mangilan-ngilan pa lamang ang tangke natin deliver tayo. Magandang umaga po. Yeah. Magandang umaga po. Nandito po tayo ngayon, ma'am, sa may LPG Expo, 4th Asia LPG Expo. Kasama natin ang mga taga-Department of Energy and we are lucky to meet them. And sooner or later, i-share po natin yung mga experiences natin dito sa LPG Expo. So mga tangkero, makinig po kayo. Ano po, at sa susunod, ibabahagi po natin sa inyo. Magandang umaga. Ayan po, no? As usual. Ayan, so busy po ang mga attendees ng LPG 4th Asia LPG Expo, no? So kanina lang ay na-meet natin personally si Congressman Arnel T. At biniro pa nga po tayo na tayo soon to be the spokesperson ng LPG industry. Ayan. Pero at na-meet din natin, nakita rin po natin si Director Rino Abad ng OIMB, ng Department of Energy. So wala naman hong bago tayong nakikita dito dahil as usual ito po ay moment po ng mga malalaking kumpanya sa LPG, no? Para i-showcase po nila yung kanilang mga produkto, no? So ayan, nakikita po natin ang Fiesta. So, this is not actually Petron.
No.
We are manufacturer. We are
Manufacturer, TPA.
Yes.
Okay, so what is TPA means? Because we used to see and read the TPA. What is TPA?
TPA is the first letter of Taiwan.
P is
PAO.
power. So this is originally a Taiwan manufacturing company.
Yes.
Okay. So mga katangke, ano, nakikita natin ito TPA lagi because this is popular. This is popular TPA, especially for snap-on or quick-on type of valve of LPG tank. Yeah. Okay. So TPA, yan. I'm lucky to meet them. So meet the two girls from Taiwan. Are you from Taiwan?
Sorry, we are from China.
China. Congratulations. At least we're not moving, ha? Ayan, so from Taiwan po sila. Yeah, okay. Ito po yung kanilang mga big boss, ano po? Ayan. Ma'am, anong pinakaano po natin na na gusto nating i-introduce sa mga sa mga participants, sa mga tangkero? Okay, just a minute. Can you tell something about any of yours?
Yes. This is our composite cylinder.
What do you call this one? Composite cylinder.
Composite cylinder. Yeah, it's very light. It's much lighter than the traditional steel cylinder.
Why?
And more safe because of the different material.
Different material.
Yeah.
So it's not actually metal.
Yeah.
What?
It's made of glass fiber.
Flat fiber. Glass fiber.
And the casing is a plastic. Yeah.
And how many kilos this one contain?
Kilograms. No.
Anyway,
This is
we can use the same. We can use the same regulator for this type of valve. Yan po,
10 kilograms.
Is this already in the market in Philippines or not yet?
This is already in Taiwan market.
Taiwan. So wala pa raw sa Pilipinas.
We have sold almost more than 30,000 pieces composite cylinder in Taiwan market.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And
So,
this
composite.
is our mixture.
What else apart from this?
What else?
Yes.
We have all the full range.
Ito rin po, yung mga kanilang mga valve ng regulator o yung mga manufacturer.
Different valves and regulators. And also we have a camping stove.
Okay, camping stove.
Yeah.
This one.
Yes.
Kain muna po kami dahil gutom na si Aling Virginia at si Catherine. Coffee. So, magme-merienda muna, no? Si Catherine. Ayan. So, nasaan yung kutsara? Wala. Kutsara kamay na lang. Pag mabibigyan po tayo ng pagkakataon ay mag-aambus interview po tayo sa mga taga-Department of Energy, particularly kay Director Rino Abad at saka kay Congressman Arnel T. No? Tatanungin lang po natin yung mga ilang importanteng issue, no? O concern ng mga kasama nating tangkero.
Baka may taga-LPGMA dito, tanongin na rin natin yung 5%.
Sige. May taga-LPGMA dito, tanungin din natin yung kanilang reaksyon doon sa 5% at saka SRP. Kasi nga nung kahapon naging mainit po ang ating mga pag-uusap through the group chat na kinreate po ng Rigasco tungkol nga po doon sa pag-impose ng 5% discount sa lahat po ng mga LPGA members. Then itong pagtatakda ng SRP, pero mukhang ang SRP ay hindi na suggested at mukhang nagiging mandatory retail price, no? So liliwanagin po natin maigi yan dahil ang una nga pong punto ni Catherine ay hindi pa nga naayos yung mechanism paano yung pagtatakda rin ng standard pricing noong mga unit cost or acquisition cost, ika nga, no? Noong ating mga produktong ibinebenta. So halos magkakapitbahay lang po kami, o mostly ay halos may mga diferensya, pero ang SRP isa lang at ang discount price ay isa lang. So paano mangyayari yun? Di ba? Parang may hindi fair. So gusto natin kunan ng reaksyon hanggang maaari itong mga taga-LPGMA at Rigasco para makita natin kung ano po ang magiging solusyon sa concern ng mga tangkero.
We would like to invite everyone to make their way to the conference area as Mr. Arnel T. We will start in a few minutes to discuss about the Revelation Act RA 1192.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, hi.
Inaanyayahan po namin ang lahat na magtumula po sa
Thai. Okay. Thai.
Mr. Arnel T. will start.
No, I'm a blogger. I'm also a participant in the LPG. I also have small shops in LPG, and I just want to share to my fellow, shop owners. This Sham gas already in the Philippines, in the Philippine market.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We here.
That's why you are here to introduce the product.
Yeah, some.
And hopefully soon you have.
Yes.
I have a lot of friends of Thailander Thais, in Madagascar, Africa. You actually have your own company working in Madagascar. Yeah.
Hello everyone.
I
We
forgot
would
that
like
one.
to invite
In a
you
big
to the conference area
plant site in Madagascar.
Mr. Arnel T. will start the discussion
These are from
about the new
Sham
LPG
gas
Industry
from Thailand.
Regulation Act RA 1159.
Wow.
Viewing.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Inaanyayahan mo namin ang lahat na magtungo lamang po sa ating conference
What's
area
your
as Mr. Arnel T. will
product
start
that you
this
would want
discussion
to
about
introduce to
the new LPG
shop
law, which
owners
is
in
the Regulation Act RA
We mainly sell
1159. Thank you.
gas, LPG gas,
Come again?
LPG gas.
LPG gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do trading from the VLGC to the terminal and package 530.
Okay.
And then we have a subsidiary. We make gas cylinders also.
Gasoline.
Yes,
It's a gasoline gas. It's not.
gas cylinders.
Gas cylinder.
bottles.
Okay.
It's from Thailand.
Because mostly from India.
Yeah, India and China.
More safety,
Yes.
but price.
All right.
So yeah, we are. So if you want looking for
So shout out, no, from Thailand.
hi.
Of Sham gas.
Siam gas.
Sham gas.
Hello
Sadika.
everyone. We would like to invite
Okay.
you
Thank you.
to make your way to the conference area as Mr. Arnel T.
But in Thailand, we work with our distributor, gas and body,
So papunta po tayo sa may conference room. Ma'am, okay lang ma'am. Ha?
New LPG Industry Regulations Act, RA 11592, and it will be brought to you by Mr. Arnold T., the founder of LPG Marketers Association, or LPGMA. Please welcome Mr. Arnold T. to the stage. Thank you.
Our esteemed guests and participants of the 4th Asia Pacific World LPG Expo. I am glad to welcome each of one of you as we come together right here in my home country after the success of the Expo in Phnom Penh, Cambodia last year. Although it was unfortunate that the COVID-19 pandemic stopped us from holding an Expo in 2020 and 2021, it is encouraging to see how active we are in the industry today. It is an honor to gather with each and one of you today as we discuss and have a forum for a better and safer, more advanced LPG industry within the global market. I will be discussing about the pictures of the LPG industry here in the Philippines. The demand for LPG product showed a steady rise from 2013 to 2019 and maintained its strong position despite the impediment brought by the COVID-19 pandemic over 3 years. The strong LPG growth is obvious since compared with other fuel, LPG is much cleaner, better, and safer for consumers and for our environment. Based on the research of BMI, a unit of Pitch Solution company, the Philippines is a promising market for LPG with a strong economic growth outlook with forecasted annual growth of 6% until year 2032. There is a great potential for growth in terms of LPG demand in the years to come. In fact, earlier this year, BMI reported that LPG demand in the Philippines is projected to increase to nearly around 2 million metric tons for year 2023. And said data is confirmed by the Department of Energy here in the Philippines based on their monitoring of their monthly demand of LPG. Indeed, LPG remains a top necessity in household and business in the Philippines. A recent survey conducted by SWS, an established research institution in the Philippines, found that around 50% of Filipinos use LPG as their main source of fuel for cooking, compared to indigenous material like woods and charcoal. Having said data, there is a significant room for growth for LPG to be used as the main source of fuel for cooking and for other activities that will require any petroleum. Having in mind the said potential growth for the LPG industry and the advantage of LPG, lawmakers in the Philippines enacted Republic Act 11592, otherwise known as the LPG Industry Regulations Act, or LIRA as we call it. The enactment and enforcement of RA 11592, or LIRA, was a breakthrough in the LPG industry because it advocates the safety and welfare of the consumer of LPG by creating a program for the improvement of the cylinder circulating in the Philippines, and by mandating all the LPG industry participants in the Philippines to accountable over their cylinders. I just want to share with you that 75% of our total LPG demand are the consumers, are the household consumers, which is, these are the 11 kilogram cylinders and below. 25% of that is divided among the industrial and commercial accounts or consumers. That is the reason why even during the pandemic, the demand for LPG here in the Philippines still remains strong because 75% of that are household. And during those years, the 3 years, 2020, 21, and 22, household consumption increases despite the commercial and industrial demand goes down. Before the passage of RA 11592 or LIRA, the LPG industry is being governed by the Oil Deregulation Law. When the Oil Deregulation Law was approved in 1998, it removes the authority from the Department of Energy to issue permits and strictly regulate the industry, resulting in abuse practices such as, but not limited to, the pilferage of LPG cylinders, violations of intellectual property rights, and the circulation of substandard cylinders. With the Republic Act number 11592 or LIRA, the government is now in full control when it comes to regulations and maintaining the industry standard. The said law even acknowledged the participation of private institutions in advancing the LPG industry by establishing the LPG cylinder exchange, swapping, and improvement program, and creating a National Program Policy Task Force, or NPPTF. In general, the said program allows private institutions to help the government in eradicating illegal refilling of cylinders and use of substandard or hazardous cylinders in circulation, which is estimated this
Yes, ma'am.
And of course, next to him is our former Congressman Arnel T. and founder of LPG Marketers Association and also president of Regasco. On my left is Mr. Christian Dantes. He is the national manager of Ron Corporation and president of LPG Industry Association.
Good morning, everyone.
And of course, on my far left is Attorney Genesis Adarlo, is the legal counsel of LPG Industry Association and well-versed on the LPG industry for the past 20 years. Okay. For our start, we would like to ask our panelists here on the key provisions that were introduced with the passage of the new LPG Industry Regulations Act, or RA 11592. I think we would like to start with Director Abad.
Good morning, everyone. I know part of the discussion of the law was already introduced by Kong Arnel T. But in our experience, what drastically changed in the new law is the added provisions, a lot of them, added provisions on the prohibited acts. So a lot of them were identified now specifically, and the implication of that is you were able to pinpoint now those acts that were previously doubtful in case whether or not they are prohibited in the former law, which is we call it the Batas Pambansa Presidential Decree 1865, which is time of the former President Marcos the Senior, way back 1983. And then of course that was reinforced by the oil deregulation, all the more that made it deregulated way back 1998. But now the trend went back to a much stronger regulation. And this is very evident on the almost now 43, if I'm not mistaken, 43 prohibited acts with equivalent penalty, both on administrative fine and some of them have an equivalent also in criminal penalty, which is with imprisonment. So basically that's the major added clarification. Probably the second would be on the part of clarifying who is now the owner and responsible person for the LPG cylinder. So there's no doubt now that the marketers are the owners of the LPG cylinder, and they are protected under the law with our Intellectual Property Act. They are protected that ownership with the brand in it, with the trademark on it, and they can now enforce even without the government, even without the DOE, to protect the trademark, that trademark, because they own the cylinder, they own the trademark. So, but it goes without saying also that any violation related to the use of the cylinder, if that will be proven, will also be the responsibility of the marketers. But I think the more power that the owner has in terms of controlling the flow, the distribution, and the protection of the cylinder is a bit better than just looking at the responsibility before that is not really clear. Who's going to own the responsibility about violations involving LPG cylinder? I think the other major component there is the program in that law, which says that there is a requirement for LPG exchange and swapping program. So in this swapping and exchange program, it includes therein the establishment, for example, of a swapping center. And in that swapping center would incorporate the improvement program. In other words, all cylinders that pass through that center will now be required to be assessed. And by assessment, now there is an implication that defective cylinders will be repaired, and if not applicable for repair, then they will be given as a scrap, will be taken out as a scrap. Now that implies that the cycle of the use of cylinder will always be updated in terms of requalified cylinder or the certified on-standard cylinder at all point in time. So that's the idea. I think Kong Arnel will be able to discuss the reality on the ground. But that law provided for that program, which now capacitate the government and the private sector to utilize the requalification program, the repair program, and the scrapping program for LPG cylinder. And of course, the fourth one, which is the more important one, is
and if asked about the key provisions included in it that really changed the industry, my number one in the list is probably the phase out of the generic cylinders. As mentioned by Kongki earlier, we have around 6 million generic cylinders circulating in the market right now. And we have come to a point that these 6 million cylinders, or probably less, are already requiring maintenance and repair. Most of them are dilapidated, most of them are injurious, most of them are no longer fit for LPG refill. So the phase out of these generic cylinders is very important and vital in our industry right now. If they are phased out, all of the cylinders now in the Philippines would be branded. Now, what's the importance of being a branded cylinder? There is ownership. And ownership is actually synonymous with responsibility. The name of the brand owner is embossed on the face of the tank so the customers would know who is responsible and who is accountable in cases that they would be needing help. So since there is ownership, there is responsibility. The brand owners are now responsible to ensure that all of the cylinders they will refill are fit for consumption. They are requalified regularly, they undergo maintenance and repair, and most importantly, they carry the exact weight as committed and as promised by the brand. Second probably is the establishment of the license to operate. It is previously what we call the SEC. Now it's the license to operate. The retailers, dealers, and various stakeholders in the industry right now, I think all of their comments is that the LTO has very stringent requirements. And that's actually a good thing. Because stringent requirements would also mean that the Department of Energy would ensure our consumers that these participants would comply in the Philippine national standards. One of the safety aspects included in the LTO is actually all of the retailers and dealers are required to have gas leak detectors installed on all of their branch stores and showrooms. So that's one. And at the end of the day, the most important thing is we give importance to the safety and welfare of the Filipino consumers. The third key provisions included in the law is actually the more grave penalties when it comes to illegal refilling, which is actually a very big problem here before in the Philippines. Illegal refilling actually mislead mislead the consumers thinking that they are buying the brand that they prefer. So what's the difficulty or what's the problem with illegal refilling? If cylinders are illegally refilled, they no longer pass the stringent maintenance and repair of the brand owner. So they are just being refilled over and over and again, over and over. Over time, it will skip its schedule for requalification, maintenance, and repair. And it will reach a time where these illegally refilled cylinders are unsafe and injurious to the Filipino consumers. So the alleviation of illegal refilling because of the LPG law would actually help not only the brand owner, but also the consumers as well. So those are my top three key provisions of the LPG law.
In addition to that, the current law right now is very clear in giving the responsibility to maintain, to continuously maintain the cylinder to the so-called marketers. Marketers is a trademark holder. Those who are still holding to those so-called generic or unbranded cylinders, there's a policy right now under the new law, the last tax policy. If you hold on to those cylinders, it is your responsibility to requalify and repair that cylinder. And the good thing for these regulations is that
Ayan, nandito po tayo kay Shine. Yung gustong bumili ng mga accessories, ayan, yung yung T connector, Y connector. Ito yung valve sa sa 2.7. Iikot mo lang yan. So pwede kayong dumirekta. Yung mga ibang kasama natin tangkero, kontakin nyo lang si Geraldine, yung manager na responsible sa delivery. Okay? Ito yung mga double burner na high pressure. Okay, ito yung double burner na high pressure. So dapat high pressure din ang kanyang valve. I mean regulator. Yung mga gustong magbenta pa ng pandagdag sa kanilang shop, yung may existing LPG store, pwede kayong kumontak kay Petron, okay, through their hotline 0917-878-8000. Yan. So, ang tinatanong ko sa kanilang sales representative, ano pa naman sir?
Jerwin, sir.
Kay Jerwin ay yung mga safety concerns natin dito, no? So, anong mga na-encounter mo sir sa mga ganito ngayon? Yung sinasabi mo, anong pag-iingat ang pwede nating kay Suki?
So at least sir, pag nag-store kayo nito, at least meron kayong sariling crate. Yung lagayan niya na parang yung
okay.
24 pieces. 22? 24 pieces
anyway,
na parang sa soft drinks.
Aware naman na yung mga tangkero sa crate. So kinakailangan lang meron din po tayong sariling crate para i-store ito.
Hindi siya tutumba-tumba sir.
Yes. Pero sa mga suki, sa mga gumagamit po nito, mag-ingat po kayo sa mga peke, mga substandard na silindro.
Yung mga
nito.
Dapat disposable na, nire-refill at na inuulit ng inuulit.
So walang pinag-iba yan, no? Wala pong pinag-iba ito sa mga katulad ng mga tangke, yung may mga valve. Ito po ay dumadaan pa rin sa requalification process.
Yes,
Kanya kinakailangan, pagka tayo ay nagpa-refill po nito, palit tangke rin, di ba?
Palit din. Hindi direct na re-refillan. So sa planta.
Hindi direct, dadalhin pa rin sa planta para in case na may mga issue na yung silindro nito, yung tangke nito, ay isa-subject for replacement, repair and maintenance. Ayan, sa mga gumagamit po ng
safety ng ating mga customer sa market.
Ayan po. No? Ano pang pwede nating
franchise worth 50k lang. Fiesta and
Petron. Ayan yung sinasabi sa akin ni Eileen ng Petron. 50k.
Yung 50k.
Kaya lang sinabi ko sa kanya, ito pag-usapan natin yung 50k na ni Petron tsaka ni Fiesta. Pwede bang yan? I-mix yan?
Good afternoon everyone. We would like to invite all of our exhibitors.
Depende sir kapag sa area na iisa lang yung dealer ng Gasol tsaka
The Department of Trade and
Industry sa isang city, yung dealer ng Gasol tsaka Fiesta, iisa lang. Pero kasi cities na dalawang dealer. Isa dealer siya ng Gasol, dealer siya ng Fiesta.
Safety, quality, compliance.
Pag sa Fiesta lang, Fiesta lang. Gasol.
Thank you.
So,
So, balik paghahanap buhay po muli tayo si Catering, no? At hindi na nga dumalo si Catering sa pangalawang araw ng ating pag-attend doon sa 4th Asia LPG Expo. Ayan, kahapon dahil ako po sobrang nakakapagod Nakakapagod, hindi yung pagpunta mismo do, yung activities natin sa LPG Expo, kundi nakakapagod po yung biyahe. Tayo po ay taga Novaliches, no? Imaginein mo, umalis po tayo ng alas 8, dumating tayo ng alas 12. Imagine 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 hours na biyahe. Mula Novaliches, papuntang Pasay. Grabe ang traffic, talagang mabubuisit ka at may stress ka at tataas ang dugo mo, lalo pag ikaw nagmamaneho. So pag uwi ko, ganun din. Imagine umalis ako ng alas 4 ng hapon dahil anticipate ko na rin ang traffic. Dumating kami, umalis kami alas 4, dumating kami alas 8. Doon na po kami nag-dinner ni Mrs. sa dyan lang, no? Sa Novaliches na rin kami nag-dinner ni Mrs. Sa halip na magkaroon pa kami ng time na mag-date sana, hindi na. Dahil isa pang dahilan ay hindi ho maalam si Catering sa mga direksyon. Kaya siguro naka-6 na kilometro si Catering na paikot-ikot dahil lumalampas tayo sa dapat nating likuan. Mahina si Catering sa Waze na yan at saka Google Map na yan, lalo pagka ako nagdadrive. Gusto ko may ibang nagsasabi habang nagdadrive ako. So ayun, isa pang nakakatawang experience namin dahil alam mo naman, tayo naman po ay isang hampas lupa lang din naman at isang karangalan lang din, masaya lang po tayo na tayo ay napasama sa industriya dito sa LPG at isang karangalan na mamit natin ang iba namang mga tao sa industriya, hindi katulad nung tayo po ay nasa security industry. Siyempre ay namimit naman natin dyan mga kapulisan, mga general, ayan, at yung mga yan. Ngayon naman, at siyempre yung mga officers sa mga security agencies and other sectors sa security industry, training, etc. Kasi po, nandun din po tayo sa training, no? Nagtagal po tayo sa training, security training. Kaya, shout out na rin dyan sa ating mga kasamahan, dating kasamahan, sila Mr. Kaiko, Mr. Quaresma, yan po mga kasamahan natin, baka kilala nyo ho yan. At yung iba ay nagkamatayan na rin. So ayun nga, ngayon naman ay nandito naman po tayo sa LPG industry at siyempre aktibo po tayo so far sa lahat ng aspeto, no? Sa lahat ng bagay, aktibo po tayo. Pati pagdi-deliver, aktibo po si Catering, pati sa pagbabantay sa kanyang shop, paglilinis, etc., pagmamarket, etc., at pag-attend nga sa mga social occasions, no? Ng Department of Energy at saka ng LPG industry. Ayan. So happy si Catering dahil namit po natin personally, nakita natin personally, hindi man po natin nagawang makausap o ma-interview dahil busy rin po sila. Ang layo rin po sana natin ay makuhanan sila ng spot reaction hinggil po sa mga umiiral na polisiya, patakaran, kasama na rin dyan yung mga bulong-bulungan at mga karaingan, mga reklamo ng maraming tangkero. Sana, no, kung nabigyan tayo ng opportunity, pero mahirap naman na tayo humarang-harang doon na hindi naman tayo kasama mga katangke sa kanilang appointment. So I'm sorry, hindi po natin nakuhanan sila ng reaksyon. Sa alam ko na gusto nyo ring itanong, no? Alam ko na gusto nyo rin silang kunan ng reaksyon tungkol po doon sa mga common issues and concerns na tinatalakay po sa social media, lalo na po sa ating group dito sa may Facebook. Alam dyan po ang labasan ng mga iba't ibang ay damdamin ng mga tangkero. So yun po sana, isa po yan sana sa gusto ko sana ma-brought out, maitanong sa kanila. Pero yun nga, mahirap naman na isa lamang po tayong muchacha, ang paslupa, eka ko nga, mahirap naman tayong humarang-harang doon, baka kuyugin tayo ng kanilang mga, eka nga so anyway, yung pong video na napanood nyo kanina ay just some sort of sharing about the LPG Expo. May mga ilan po tayong mga interviews na nakuha, pagpasensyahan nyo na po yun, no? Wala po tayong masamang tinapay, kundi wala lang, no? Just to share, at least sa mga hindi po naka-attend, alam naman natin, hindi rin naman hubirong pumunta dyan. Ako nga, nagsisi pa dahil sa sobrang layo. Ngayon nga, hindi na ako umattend, no? Ngayong araw na to. Pero ganun pa man, siyempre, we would like to congratulate yung pong organizer noong pong LPG Expo na yan, na attended by LPG Asian Participant Community. Ayan. Dahil karamihan din po doon na may mga exhibit na mga booth ay mga Asian like Thailand, Taiwan, kasama na rin yata ang India, etc. So hindi na natin ginawa na lang natin ng video ang ilan doon. At any rate, halos wala namang pinag-ibayan doon sa booth na nakita natin doon. Some of the booth ay mga manufacturer. So hindi naman tayo doon partido, no? Bagamat umattend lang po tayo para kahit papaano magkaroon po tayo kung ano man po yung mga bagong mai-share nila na mapapakinggan natin. Pero so far, it's all about the new law. It's all about the LPG law, Republic Act 11592. It's all about the yung kanilang mga expectation at yung kanilang mga program, and at the same time alleged impact of this LPG law into the public, into the industry, and to dealers, retailers, and consumers as well as primary stakeholder, and reason why the law was passed or enacted. Okay, so ayun po. At isang nakakatawang karanasan ni Catherine, kasama ko si Aling Virginia, ang aking pinakamamahal na asawa, ay nung pauwi na kami, no? So, nasa na pa tayo kasi may nagtanong ano po. Okay, so yung nakakatawang experience nung pauwi na po kami ay siyempre liban dun sa traffic na yan, etc. Nung pauwi na kami, nasa basement 5 pala yung aming sasakyan. Natural, from base 1, basement 1, no? Nandun kasi ang Grand Ballroom na pinagdausan ng LPG Expo, no? Pagbaba namin, nabay kung saan kami nakaharap, nung nandun na kami sa may basement 5, pindot kami ng pindot ng open, hindi nag-open. Pindot ng pindot si Catherine, hindi nag-open. Talaga naman taga-bundok ko. Ayan, pindot ng pindot, hindi nag-open. Abay, yun pala, kanina pa nakabukas sa likuran. Dahil nga nandun yung parking area. Ayun. Ano ba naman yan, mga katangke? Okay, so ayun po, no? Sana ay alam ko na nagdalagablab ang inyong mga damdamin. Lalo na sa ating mga kasamang tangkero na ng Regasco, no? Marami kayong gustong iparating. Yung madalas na lang na sinasabi natin na ang batas na yan ay para lamang sa mayayaman, na si Regasco lang ang sakalam. At alam naman natin na talagang sa presyo hindi tayo makahabol sa mga itong mga laganap pa rin na pagbebenta ng mga generic. So maraming salamat din po dahil alam nyo po ba na si Catherine ay kahit pa paano nakikilala na rin. Hindi naman siguro kilalang kilala, pero may mga nakakakilala na rin po kay Catherine sa Department of Energy. At isa pong karangalan na kahit pa paano minsan nasusulyapan ninyo si Catherine. So okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, so ano po natin, maraming salamat po sa mga taga Department of Energy na nakakakilala kay Catherine. So harinawa po ay may mga content po tayo na hindi related sa LPG nung panahon po na tayo wala pa sa industriya, no? So ano nyo na lang po yun, skip nyo na lang po yun kung gusto nyo pong malaman ang iba pang mga punto de vista at mga iba pa pong mga wala naman hong kakwenta-kwenta yung ilan doon, ano. Pero siguro naman i-voice out lang po natin kung ano po yung mga ganun din na nababasa natin sa social media, especially sa yung nakikita po natin, nababasa po natin sa LPG tank for sale, LPG tank for sale, etc. Marami po yun parang 2, 3, 4 na mga about LPG retailers in the Philippines. So kung mababasa po nyo po yung po mga comment doon, harinawa na pinupuntahan nyo rin po yun at binabasa, mga mahal naming mga inaasahan sa industriya, sa ahensya ng gobyerno. Kayo po ang aming sandigan. Kayo po ang aming sandigan. Alam ko po na marami na rin po kayo nababalitaan na mga kahapon lang, no? Isa pong ating kasamahan sa industriya na isa pong distributor ang nag-share sa atin. Ito, bulong-bulungan lang po ito na ayun nga, umaasa po ang mga dealers, retailers, no, sa buong kapuluan ng Pilipinas na harinawa ay talagang mas lalo po tayong agresibo. Maipakita natin sa mga especially maliliit na namumunan na talaga namang iniutang nila, isinakripisyo nila yung nalalabi nilang kakaunting kakarampot na halaga para lamang magbakasakali na umusad ito dahil po sa pagdating ng LPG law. So siguro naman hindi rin po lingid sa inyong kaalaman na marami po ang disappointed. Hindi dahil sa LPG law, disappointed doon sa ating commitment na talagang maipasara itong mga dapat maipasara, no? Lalong-lalo na ito pong mga refilling plant na talaga namang talamak hanggang ngayon nagkakarga, no? Tamang pinuntahan lang, bukas kamakalawa magbubukas po ulit. Okay, so anong nito? Anong implikasyon nito doon sa tiwala ng mga mamumuhunan, mga maliliit na namumuhunan? So katulad ni Catherine po ay sinakripisyo po natin, nagbakasakali po tayo na tayo po dito ay mamuhunan at talaga namang as much as possible ay tinutugunan natin, tinutupad natin yung sinasabi po ng LPG law, yung pong link yung connection na para matukoy kung sino ang dapat managot at kung sino ang responsable sa pagbebenta ng tangke. Yun po yung lalo na yung supply agreement na yan yung supply agreement na yan ang importante. Tapos yung responsibility ng both parties. Ayan. Kanya ito pong mga katulad ni Catherine na mga tangkero ay pinipilit po nila at pinilit po nila makapag-comply. Bagamat yun nga, sila po ay nauunsyami, sila po ay totally disappointed dahil nakikita naman talaga na marami pa rin napakarami. At napakarami pa rin generic. So, simple lang, wala magiging generic na yan kung hindi ito kakargahan ng mga refilling plants. Alam natin yan, nagkalat yan, nandyan yan sa may Quezon City, nandyan sa Valenzuela, nandyan napakarami sa Bulacan area. Tuloy pa rin ang kanilang sana naman huwag nyong hamunin na kami na maglabas ng dahil siyempre marami po sa amin ang mga takot din na magpakita ng sana naman maging seryoso po talaga tayo at alam naman natin yan, malaki halaga yan, malaking pera po yan ang umaano dyan sa refilling plant, sa mga planta po na yan, sa industriya na yan. At alam ko, base na rin po sa mga bulong-bulungan, meron na raw pong mga natutukso sa ahensya natin. Please lang, pakitignan po natin. Ito po ay isang open call, a constructive and positive idea, hindi idea kundi information na may mga natutukso na raw At itong na natutukso na raw po sa ating ahensya, please lang pakitignan po. Baka naman meron na nga natutukso. Baka naman meron na natutukso dyan. Mag-check po tayo dyan. Baka naman naambunar na rin tayo dyan. Wala na, kawawa na po ito pong mga maliliit na ito na pinangakuan natin na magiging mas magiging maganda ang takbo ng negosyo pagdating ng LPG law. Dahil unang-una mawawala yung mga yan, pero wala yan ang ano dyan para lang for compliance, tapos for formality. Meron daw dyan yung pupunta kunwari magkakandak ng inspection, pero bago magkandak ng inspection ay nako po, natimbrihan na raw. Ayan po ang mga bulong-bulungan. So sana naman wag po kayong sumamaan loob. Sa halip, tingnan nyo po itong mga bagay na ito dahil wala saysay yung LPG law na yan kapag ganyan ang ating magiging behavior at mawawala po ang tiwala at para lang tayo naglulukuhan. Yan po ang hinaing ng ating mga kasamang namumuhunan, lalo na po itong maliliit nating mga retailers and dealers. So please lang, pakitignan po yung bagay na yan para naman hindi lang dito kundi kahit sa ibang kahit sa Luzon area. Marami nagpapadala sa atin ng mga damdamin, pero wala pa nagpapakita ng mga konkretong ebidensya. At hayaan nyo po, pagka may nagpakita ng konkretong ebidensya, i-forward po natin sa inyong opisina. Director Rino Abad at sa atin pong ibang mga kakilala dyan sa Department of Energy. Ganun na rin sa opisina ni Congressman Arnel T. At ang LPGMA. So please reach me out if you want me to be, for example, na magamit din ako sa ibang bagay. I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk to have this responsibility na i-forward sa inyo whatever information that I would have later on. So, sa kasamahan kong mga tangkero, iwasan din naman natin na puro daldal lang. Iwasan natin na puro lang mga kwentong barbero lang yan. Make it sure na pagka kayo ay may nakita, kuhanan po ninyo ng konkretong ebidensya, footages. Yung footages nyo sana, nandun yung tinatawag nating yung oras at lugar na makikita po doon. Ito po yung ginamit natin na nagsubmit po tayo ng mga papel sa Department of Energy para may saysay. Okay? So yung plaka, huwag nyo kakalimutan. Kung makukuha nyo pa in a far distance, yung pong picture o mukha noong mga involved na crew o whatsoever, yung pong harapan ng planta, kuhanan po ninyo at titignan natin ang hindi po ako nangangako, pero lahat po ng inyong mga impormasyon ay ititreat po natin confidentially and forward po natin doon sa sana ay mapagkakatiwalaan po nating mga kasamahan din sa industriya na makatutulong para bigyan ng aksyon yung mga yan. Dahil talaga mamamatay yung mga ibang kasamahan nating retailers pagka hindi naman natin inaksyonan yung mga bagay na yan. Parang nagkukwentuhan lang tayong barbero dito, kung wala aksyon na gagawin. Hindi natin sinasabi na walang ginagawa ang Department of Energy, pero nakukulangan po ang taong bayan, nakukulangan po ang mga dealers, retailers na membro sa aksyon na ginagawa natin. At yun nga, pakitignan po yung bulong-bulungan po dyan na meron na namimihasa. Okay, pakitignan po yung bulong-bulungan dyan na meron na nasisira ang organisasyon natin. Masisira tayo yan. Kung mapapansin natin, ngayon may nagbulgar po doon sa LTFRB chairman ba yan na si Guadis, di ba? O nasumama yung kanya yatang kasamahan din sa opisina. So, wag nating hintayin na baka mamaya ay mangyari yan. Sayang yung mga panahon na itinagal natin sa industriya, sa ahensya ng gobyerno, na bandang huli, ganyan po pala ang dahilan kung bakit. Magkakalam tayo ng kayamanan, magkakalam tayo ng mga ari-arian, na bandang huli, saan ba galing? Habang naghihirap po ito pong makasama naming mga tangkero. Maraming salamat po at magandang umaga. At ito pong muli si Katuring, ang tangkero ng bayan.